Ahoy there, I'm TinyPirate. Welcome. Welcome to a live stream of Space Engineers. I'm just lining up all the chat windows and all this kind of stuff, so just bear with me 1 second. Let me do this here. And where is my chat window? Where are you? Come here, little chat window. Okay, there you are. Now, I'm not sure anyone's actually watching yet. That would be like crazy, wouldn't it, if people were actually watching the stream. But I am now streaming, so that's good. All the buttons are all there. Cool. Okay, wow. Whew. Right, we're back. We're in. Excellent. So I am playing some Space Engineers, and this is a friend of mine's base. You know, I swear, are those textures looking all right? Something feels a bit weird. Sorry, bear with me. There's something weird going on. Hello there, trolls. Trolls, I can't tell how to say your name. Yes. Graphics. Why does everything look slightly blurry? Okay. I don't know what's going on. You're not watching? I wouldn't watch. It's dangerous. Okay, so we are in Space Engineers, and everything looks slightly blurry to a degree which I find slightly distressing. Gets a bit closer when gets a bit better when I'm closer. So what I'm doing is, this is a mate's base, Silence. He's somewhere along with Jastron. They've built an amazing setup. So this here's the landing pad for the big ship. I'm just going to give you a quick tour. Over here is a fabricator for little mining vessels that they have. And there's none being fabricated right now, but when they do, they're pretty cool. One of them's down there. They're not in this voice because they don't want to hear me constantly, and they also get all shy. This is their refinery, and over here I'm building a ship, but I kind of hate it, to be perfectly frank. It looks quite a lot like a bus, so I'm going to tear it down because I want to build an asymmetric ship. That's all red. That doesn't seem right at all. And I've kind of stuffed this one up. It's just not that good. So if any of you are Space Engineers experts, you should totally... Holy shivers, that thing is huge. How do I even... Oh wow, okay. So maybe I go for the 6, the medium container. Now I want to put one about here so that I've got it close to hand for all of my junk. In fact, I'm going to put it right. Alright, can I put it there? Will it work? Because I keep going to and from the actual storage facility otherwise. I don't know how much this can take, but we're just going to assume it can take all of this, because what I want to do is I really need to clear out 2 point... Yeah, that seems okay. I really want to clear out a bunch of this because I'm going to tear this down and we're going to rebuild it on stream live. It's going to be awesome. What are these things? What are these programmable blocks that he's building? Silence is the programmer. He's got automated everything in here. He's very clever, which I am not. Let's tear all this stuff up. Goodbye, bus. I was quite happy with the ship until Jason Silence told me that it looked like a school bus, and then I got quite unhappy with it quite quickly. Whoops, sorry, floor. Alright, so what have we got in here? Oh, that's not too bad. That's not too much weight. What is that scrap metal? Do we lose stuff when we tear something down? I don't think we do. I think that maybe that's a server setting, but we haven't got that turned on. Gathering resources and whatnot. So Jan, I actually haven't really explored that too much yet. I think early on there is quite a lot of grind, but it's a kind of game a bit like, it reminds me of, well, it's not a perfect analogy, but it's like in Factorio. If you don't spend the time occasionally playing through and tearing your whole system apart and rebuilding it to be better, then you'll waste hours doing things slowly. So, for example, Mike and Jace, or Silence and Jastron, they have gone through and built these cool... I'm just hoping the big ship comes down again one day. They've gone through and built these automated kind of mining ships that will go out and do a bunch of mining for them. little robots. And there's probably plenty of places you can find scripts for that on the internet, and those things are pretty awesome, to be frank. They really make their life a lot easier, and they gather a ton of resources in the process, and it makes, like, you get this factory set up, and now no one has to do anything much in the way of like building individual things. Yes, you can come in and do stuff in this cool fashion using a cool, you know, piece by piece building. Whoops, a missile fell out. Okay, so how full are we? Now we've got plenty more room for stuff. But I'm still kind of learning the game, so I wanted to give it a bit of a go. Oh, whoops. Okay, we cut out the middle. Oops, it's deconstructed, cutting pieces off. And I've got like this advanced tool, so if I'm not careful I accidentally chop up. Oh, like I did. Yeah, that was not ideal. So I'm trying not to destroy all the... I'm trying not to do that. Tear up these weapons, the aerial. Pick up the ammo. Chop giant chunks. Oh my god. There's all kinds of weird explosions as you tear something apart. I like that they thought to do that. That as things get pulled apart and put back together, they get weirdly like deconstructed, and there's explosions and puffs, and yeah, you can tell they spend a lot of time building and thinking about the building experience. And there's a ton of mods for this game. We're running none. I'd really kind of like to do that, to be frank. Not sure when, but yeah, it would amuse me. Oh god, it's venting. My blue bus, my yellow bus is very unhappy. Come on, I'm going to tear all this down so I have lots of available resources for my next build. Just shred all the things. It's kind of entertaining. I'm not being effective. Okay, fill that in. And there's so much spark and light produced when I shred it. It's all like backlit. Okay, so this is good because the actual production facility is over there. The making things is over there. So having all of this in a box nearby where I want to build will be handy. So my plan is to build a kind of a multi-purpose asymmetrically designed ship. So not to try and make everything perfectly symmetrical, but just kind of more sort of interestingly oddly shaped, and to use it to do a few things. I want to build a shape that will go in and out of the atmosphere. It doesn't have to go in and out of atmosphere all the time, like it's not its core job, but it will do it reasonably often, and it will spend a lot of time in space shooting at stuff. So that's my plan. I should try a space battle with silence. Yeah, I should, except I don't know, in survival mode we might lose stuff. And I'm not even 100% sure I'll get done today. I just kind of wanted to see what people would think of seeing some of this live streamed on the channel, because, you know, some people like just watching things being built. All the stuff shred for me. Whoa, whoa, I'm being bounced off these. No. Put that back together. Okay. Boom. I've got to be very careful where I click. Boom. And... alright, we haven't destroyed anything significant. Oh, almost. Fix that. Alright, cool. Oh, God. Alright. No! Oh! Well, I guess this part's easier now. Chop up these gyroscopes. And done. And this leg and that. Kind of don't mind having a bit of a gap, actually. Makes building a touch easier if I can get under the craft I'm building in case it gets a bit too high or a bit too low or something. Almost done. so much. I've had so many runs for loot going back and forth from the refinery and factory. I really should have built a bit closer, or put in some pipes to bring resources over here, but this will do. This works. I'll get rid of the yellow bus. It wasn't my best work. And repair all of this. Just stop grinding up the ground. Alright, I think that's probably good enough. Do I need to put anything else in here, or do I need anything else from here? Just trying to think. I might need some of that. I'm just trying to think what else I need. Might need some computers, some displays. We'll take some more of that, take some more of that. I'm just gonna... No, don't need any ammo. No, that'll probably do enough. Okay, so... Phew, here we go. So, for my first trick, what I want to do is get some kind of leg a bit high off the ground. So, I want to... No, actually, that's the wrong way to do it, isn't it? We'll start with the leg. And so I've got it under control 3. No, so I need to find a landing leg. Where are you, landing leg? And a cockpit. So we'll put a cockpit there. Large reactor. I'm just going to grab some of the stuff we're going to need. So antennas. Solar panel, no. Landing leg. Land. Okay. So 6. We want a small version, please. Not the massive version. Whoa. No. Just give me a normal landing leg, please. Okay. Gosh. There. Thank you. Right. Snap to the ground. We're going to put a couple of blocks on this. We're going to just make it work. Yeah, cool. That's locked in place. Let's put a couple of blocks on top, just so we can get a little bit of height here. And then we'll turn on the old jetpacks and have a little hover. So that should give us enough height for this intended purpose. And then I want to put the cockpit on. Yes, like that. No, I mean, that's the wrong way. Go away. So 3, 9, and then we shall rotate it. Cool, so that's where the cockpit's going to go. My intent is to kind of build sideways. Those computers, I think, are going to be in the way. I'm going to have to move it over. Nah, don't lie to me about fuel, game. Come over here. Pick up some more fuel. Stock up. Alright, and we'll top up the fuel canister. Oh, where did I put it? Must have put it in a box. Never mind, we'll take that one. So, yeah, I'm going to have to cut these down again. They're too close. I want to go sideways, so I kind of want to have a option to have a central pod, which has sort of life support, and then attached to that kind of like a weapons pod, and then attached to that like an engines pod kind of thing. So the idea is to go very asymmetric. I think that would be fun, and also make certain building tasks a little easier. Yeah. So in case you're wondering, I'm actually... Are we up? Yeah. We're working. I'm playing on a server provided to me by Logic Servers, which is pretty cool. The server's in California, so it's not as ideal as a server here in New Zealand, but it's pretty blooming good, so I do appreciate them. Thank you, Logic Servers, helping make this little stream happen, really, because we were playing on Jastron's server, and life sucked when we were playing on it. It was terrible. Was not good, because it was his computer in his house. Alright, is that done? That's done. Okay, so now what we've got here is, and I think this is where everything went a bit wrong the first time I built, was I've got this large connector on the back, and that's not it's not ideal. Hello, potato, new potato, and everyone else watching. So I really want to attach something at the back here that's going to be excellent, and I'm trying to find... So from memory, that's not a good connection, is it? No, it's not. So the large one, however, that's kind of... just get up here. Like, can we make it... Can't make it any larger. Can if we put it on the ground. Why are you not happy to attach to the back? I only wants one of those. That's fine, but that's not a good connection, is it? No. So what I need is a... What have I got here so far? Large armor, large cargo, medium cargo, large reactor, O2 generator maybe? Now I'm trying to remember. The O2 generator does actually have a... There. Not what? Turn. No, not that way. That way. And boink. Oh, of course you did it wrong. Oh, the orientation in this game can drive me crazy. No, I want you to be... No. Yeah, like that. Just slap. Can you do that? I actually want you to rotate like that. Bam. Are you happy like that? I think you would be. And then I've got some hoses to just jump, just fly out. Okay, cool. So maybe we'll put that hole back in. Yeah, let's just fill this hole up again, because otherwise I'm going to go batty. Weld it. Thank you. So now we've got that in place. I want to put in conveyor boxes. So actually I'm going to build it first so I can see where they are. Are any of you out there experienced Space Engineers players? If you are, feel free to chime in with good advice. If you're not, feel free to ask questions and I'll try and answer them. So I want to use the this conveyor tube, which is the all-purpose one. And I think that will do the job. Well, those two will do the job just fine. I'm going to put one in the middle because I might immediately put some small things close to hand. Let me have a little look. See? Yeah, that looks alright. So the next job is going to be the gyroscopes, I think. So let me have a squiz. Gyroscope. Cool. So these things are what are going to give us the kind of control. Do they have a connection port or do they just attach? I think they just attach. So what can we not? Can we attach one? Yeah, we'll attach one like that, and yeah, I think that'll be all right. Just wire them all up. Yeah. So they're going to give us control. I think perhaps... What? I need computers? Well, just as well I've got a box of junk over here. Here we go. Computers. Awesome. So next on the back will be batteries. Inventory, battery. I think that'll be next anyway. So 9 has... Where are you? 9. Where are the connection... I don't actually think it even has connection ports. I think it just gets attached. I think it just gets attached anywhere. So the question is now, what do we want to do? So that's going to be the pod. I sort of want to put a large storage in of some kind. Maybe not large, but at least a medium. And so where shall we... I think what I'll do is I'll rotate it. Oh, I'll have to actually wire it up here. So let's have a look. Like that. And it should... There's connections there, connections there. So if I can see the yellow port... Bam. Okay, that should work fine. Yeah. And if I look at what's connected... So the fighter cockpit is connected. And I can't put anything else in there. Can I put a... That's too big, I suspect. What small thing can I... Why can't I put the fighter cockpit in there? What? This is where I get confused about why things aren't connected. Now, there is a small port there. And... I don't know. I might run, just for redundancy, I might run a pipe along the bottom. So that would require a connector like that. Cool. And then a connector that is like that. And then a pipe that's like that and like that. So let's try those. Why are you not wired up somehow? Do these need to be completed? I do not understand that at all. It is not acting like it's wired, which is distressing. Very concerning, and I'm not sure what's going on. So that is a bit distressing. If anyone's got any good ideas what's going on there, then please let me know. So at the front, what I will probably do is put on the sensor, because that is something that does work quite well there. Have we got all the parts we need? No, more steel tubes, fine. And the radio components, cool. Alright, so that works. Unusual. It could be that we need batteries, and actually what I could do right now is put a battery on the back. So we'll grab that 4. Since I don't think we're going to need the back of this craft anymore. Oh no, what is that? Is that a connector? Reloadable rocket launcher. Oh no, we don't want that. That's not a battery. There it is. So battery. Okay. Battery on the back. Power cells. So power cells are... Where are we? I don't think I've got any. Reactor components. That's not them, so I think we have to go fly over here. Hey, right, let's have a look. Power cells. Power. Oh, yeah, there we go. Let's try that. And basically that's done. Okay, cool. Oh, now everything is powered. Yay. So I should be able to take something like this and put it here, which is fine. Why I can't move it into other things, I don't know. Okay, I'm going to just switch to the other channel. Hello there, Ethan. First like. Good. Hang on 1 second. Hello chaps, I need a hand. Why can I, on my current craft, why can I not access the other inventory? I can see it connected inventory, but if I try and put anything in it, I can't.
What are you trying to access?
I want to make sure that everything works.
Power going through it.
He's got power.
Is it? Oh. It might actually be working, but it just doesn't work until it's disconnected. I don't know. So if you look at this medium container here,
yeah,
like, shouldn't I be able to access the O2 generator and the cockpit?
And the what?
And the cockpit.
And the cockpit. Oh wait, no, you can't.
Oh, why not?
Because so that you look at the medium container, you'll see.
Oh, it's rotated.
It only has 2, so you've got it run the wrong way. Because we can see these 2 small ones. They're on the wrong side.
Man, and I was specifically talking about how I needed to keep an eye on that, and then somehow managed to attach it the wrong way around. Cool, thank you.
That is embarrassing.
Call myself a professional YouTuber.
Freaking.
Okay, now attach properly, you stupid thing. And okay, cool. Thanks, Mike. Silence, whoever you are. I'm gonna hop to the other channel.
Do you have it the right way around?
I guess we'll find out when I build it.
Yeah, that's fine.
And now,
So now
I should be
Oh,
able...
it's not powered, so you still won't be able to.
Oh, okay, but I can put a battery on it. And I think that was what was wrong with the bus. I think the bus had like weirdly arranged. Power doesn't require any particular alignment, does it?
No, it just has to be on the same grid.
Cool. Power cell, 9 of them, really? It destroys power cells when you... Damn it, it does destroy power cells. Okay, I'll sort that out. I'll let you know if I need any more assistance. Thank you. Alright, I'll leave those guys alone. Power cells. I should use the system here to make some more. So, production. Where are your power cells? Hang on, let's drop down here. Let me just line up my chat again so I can see who's chatting. Cool. So, production, power cells. Well, maybe 200's a bit too many. Alright, 40 should be plenty. I don't want to drain all the resources that exist in this thing because it's really easy to do. Alright. Alright, so, cool. So this, I think, well, the idea behind this is going to be the part of the ship that keeps us alive the most, if that makes sense. Ah, there we go. Ah, that works. Yay! So this part of the ship should be like the core of the ship. Arguably it needs a reactor on it, but I think the batteries, you could say, no, it doesn't. I really like coming up with concepts when I build. Don't know how many of you out there also like to do the same thing, to actually have like a really firm grasp on what it is that you want. I'm going to get rid of that as well and take back this. So I want to have this concept where this is a multi-role vessel. It's going to get us into space, it's going to get us around space, and then it's going to get us to land. It's not going to be the most amazing craft for land-based anything, but it will have a big-ass rocket on the back. I'm kind of tempted to chuck that on right now. But I know the hydrogen engines, where did I put them? I did actually put them there. I need a hydrogen tank as well. And that thing is massive. And to me, that should be part of like another wing that comes out this way. And so for that, I'm going to have to build the asymmetric part. So to me, what I want is, I'm thinking of the gyroscopes. And this is something else I really enjoy about this game, is coming up with all these designs. Down... Okay, oh, actually that's what I want to do. So down here, I want to build a connector. And that's going to connect up to whatever. I don't know if I have to land on stuff. Now, did I get that the right way around? There's only one way to tell at this point. Alright, so to me, yes, that's the right way around. And I've got the flexibility to... connect into this way and then out this way if I want to, which I kind of probably do, to be frank. I've got this thought that I will possibly have one type of engine on the back of this and use the, there we go, put this one here, boink, and on the rest of the ship there might be other types of engines. Alright, so that's powered and connected into the network. Arguably I'd have a pipe coming back and up, and maybe we'll put the hydrogen engine there. And I think that might be quite cool, because the rest of the vessel will have a couple of very big iron engines. I don't think I need a very big iron engine. You know what? I think we're definitely going to have a multi-role, and then we're going to have a pipe. And this is where I wish I could see them a little more clearly. That's fine. And then we're going to have a U-bend that comes up. And then we're going to have another pipe. Which way is it? No, that's wrong. Right. Alright, fine. And 8. Give me a pipe like that. And then another multi-role. Cool. And I also want this to be quite heavily armed. So that's one of the reasons I want to go for this kind of pod based nacelle approach. So one of the pods is going to be comprised of like a metric ton of weapons. And I'm thinking I'll just chuck a ton of Gatling weapons on it. Oh, I need a motor and I need to charge up. Okay, so motors. Oh, whoa, almost killed myself. It's really easy to slam into things in this game and die. Okay, cool. We're going. This is working. Let's top up, switch out these gas tanks for a couple of new ones. And also, how much ice can I carry? I can carry 21 ice. That's not amazing, but fine. We'll do the whole test thing, make sure everything works from here. So from here, ice can go there. And it's currently burning it, which I feel a little bit... Oh no, I guess it's just loaded up to capacity kind of thing. That's okay. Alright, all those are working. Good. So, you know what? I think we're just going to do it. It's going to be a big, massive engine on the back. Hydrogen thrusters. Why would we choose that size when we can choose that size? Bam. Actually, is that even a size which... Look at that one. Oh, that one's a beautiful one. So, oh! Small to large. How can I do that? It needs to go... Is there an adapter? So that's not going to work. Is there an adapter or something? Conveyor. Oh, here comes those guys. Here comes the big ship. Yay. I actually want to get rid of more of the HUD. Where do I get rid of more of the HUD? It is... No, not that. It is... Not that. Oh, I don't know what that was. That's cool. So that's the big ship that does all the mining for us. I really like it. It's pretty nifty. It's all purpose, that one. What could I... This is kind of annoying. Like, I could put... this is really annoying now. What can I do to adapt? What's going to be a good part? There has to be something that will do that for me, that job for me. And I'm not sure what it is. So... conveyor. Conveyor sorter, conveyor tube, small conveyor, conveyor frame. Like, what does that even do? Small conveyor sorter, conveyor junction. I mean, I could turn this box on its edge. I might have to do that. I might have to rejiggle this, turn this box on its edge, and then... Oh, why am I so full? What am I weighed down by? I suspect that it is all these motors. Not quite. Yeah, there's a bunch of things I'm weighed down by. I might have to turn all those components on their edge somehow. Or switch something out, because that's not working. I want to put a hydrogen thruster at the back, and then have a pod of weapons, and then a pod of iron thrusters. I think that's probably what I want to do. And chat, you guys are not being much help at all, if there's anyone watching. I need your assistance on this one, I think. So, okay, we better chop this up. We'll just go with that, because I think I'm right, and there's only one way to find out. Yes, we could. I'm just trying to think. So the battery. Okay, so I think what I can do with the batteries is, I mean, I can just place them on the side there. That's a bit terrible. So let's go back to the box. Like, we know the, or I can go straight for the hydrogen tank. It's got 4. And then where's the big, what? Maybe if it's attached to an actual ship. So yeah, there when it's attached to the ship, it's happier. Now obviously this isn't going to work as a connection point like this, but I can pipe a connection point to it. So many confusing options here. it would be good to have... It would... I'm so torn. I so want there to be a decent way of connecting this, and I just don't think there necessarily is. That's the challenge. Like... Yeah. Okay, so I can do that, and then I can go, like... You know, the large engine on the back. Like... You're gonna be centered? I mean, I'd have to pipe it in from the side. That's the thing that bugs me, because it's not currently connected at all. What have we got here? Can we get this one done? Metal grid and construction components. So take some of that, put some of that away, and take some of that. Probably take some large steel tubes while we're at it. Large steel. Okay, game. What do you want from me? So... Anything else we can get rid of? Probably get rid of some of that. And maybe go get some small steel. Construction... Large steel... What did you... What? Really? I thought I had it all. Okay, try again. Oh, that had connection ports at the side. Oh, I'm such a dummy. Well, I don't know. That's not the end of the world. And I do want to kind of run my nacelle, my center points through here anyway, so having a large hydrogen tank next to the thing that's going to fuel it does make some kind of sense. So this one needs construction components, needs small steel tubes. What is it? Small steel tubes and large steel tubes. Alright, so we've got to load up on those. So we'll put these away. Get them in the box. And fly over here. And the ship's landed and docked. Oh, it was docked. Tubes. Give me some, all of them. And all of them. Where are we? Oh, I almost certainly need some more batteries. Just... No, well, don't give it to me. Maybe someone's clicking on them. Production. Oh, that's a lot of them. How can I get something to the front of the queue? That's what I want to know. And that. That works. I feel a little bit bad. Hopefully Jace doesn't notice, or he'll come into the room and start complaining at me. What are you doing to my production orders? Just screwing everything up. Am I already full? Oh, I am. Alright, well, we can get a little bit of building done here. Alright. Well, and put those away. Cool. I think they're going to have to build logic to figure out what we're short of and have automatic production. That would be amazing. I just don't know if it's actually possible. Take some of that while we're there. What else should we take? Maybe 100 of that. Some of that. Some of that. Cool. We'll just run off with all of our loot, and hopefully that does the trick. Alright. Okay, well that was a little frustrating because now we've got this, nothing's connected except for the engine to the block, but we know how to solve that. So that's going to take a conveyor box. That one. You know, I'd almost be tempted to use yeah, no, that is right. And that would be correct also. Almost tempted to use the universal ones because they offer a heck of a lot less blimmin' errors when you place them. Because I cannot for the life of me spot these things right half the time. And bam. Okay. So asymmetry is the name of the game. Motors. Alright, fair enough. Give me some motors. Give me some of them, one of those, some of that, bit of that, why not? Some of that, bit more of that, and I don't know what that is, but we'll take it too. Nice. All being made and joined up. And why aren't you happy? Oh, you're not happy because there's no battery. That's okay. I kind of feel like I could slap a battery right here, and that would work really well. It would just contribute to the general slightly odd. I don't know, actually. That's looking... What do you think? Maybe the battery should go on a different... No, I'm gonna go with that. Like, the rest of it is going to... No, I think we'll go with that. Keeps it nice and industrial. Okay, so everything's powered. That's working. Oh, and I forgot to do the most important thing, which is to come up with a color. If you're watching, I want you to know what color I should build. I quite like yellow, which I'll just show you what that looks like. So if I go around and color everything, and I can do highlights in black and call it the bumblebee or something. So I can do that. If you have other color schemes you'd like, let me know. Bearing in mind this game is very dark at night, it can be very good to see what you're doing. And we're getting everything. Everything is basically now yellow. If you have a different color scheme you think you'd like to see, let me know. But I think yellow and black, yellow and red might be quite striking. Yeah, oh, actually, that's going to have to be a multi-purpose piece, of course, because we want to branch off that. So 8. Yeah, that one. And then that's going to be hub and spoke for us, I suspect. So I kind of need to make sure I build a frame almost through the middle to house the rest of the componentry. So that's the so here we've got the forward big hydrogen rocket. It's going to help us go a long way, very, very well. Now what I want to do is put in a bunch of the piping to ensure 1, 2, 3, maybe 3, and then a hub, and then 1, 2, 3, and then maybe 4, and then a hub. So I think a frame like that, actually that's not even anywhere near enough to break us out of the shape, to give us the asymmetry that I want. So we'll go back, try again, get a good feel for it through this kind of speculative designing. And I haven't even put this together in creative, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a hub. I think one more. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a hub. And that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Of course it was 6 because I didn't count in my head. I just said one more. Cool. So 7, 8, and then a hub. Yeah, I probably won't use quite that, but I will try for now anyway. So we definitely want to build these ones out to here. Construction components, fine. Take that box of construction components, pop them here. Awesome. So from here, this is where I'm thinking I will have like a weapons pod or an engine pod. What do you guys reckon? If anyone's there. If anyone's there, let me know. Weapons or some kind of engine. It's going to have to be... Yeah, I don't know. It's going to have to be pretty substantial. The weapons can get pretty big. So I will need to run, I think, at least a pipe that goes this way. And then we will hub it like that. And then what we'll do is I probably there are the weapons. So I'm just trying to think of how they would look. So would we want to just slap 4 of them on like this? Or even more? And this will get all bracketed with like this could be quite a lot. I'm okay with that. Let's have a look at that. Does it fit right at that location? Imagine that being bulked up a little bit. No, I think it actually needs a bit more. It needs to come forward a bit more. The concept isn't terrible though. Oh, fell on the ground. I would like to think the concept isn't terrible though. We'll see. So 8. I might do that anyway. And like then another one. So there might be a central weapons pod here, and then an arrangement of engines somewhere else. That's kind of my thought. I'm actually not sure this is going to look great. I don't know. I kind of think it will look cool, but you can't be sure sometimes, right? So those are all going like that, and one through the middle. Maybe I should have built that other middle one first. Okay, stop. Oh, don't tell me they only have connection points. You terrible things. You've only got connection points in certain locations, haven't you? I can tell. So we have to figure that out first. Oh, that is terrible. 5. Okay. So there we go. That's a connection point. So does that mean we just get 4 of them on? I don't mind if we do. Rotate. Okay, I need to be able to see that port. Okay, that's fine. Oh gosh. That's fine. And that one needs to rotate like that. Yeah, that's fine. So I think that's okay. We'll try. Okay, can we get in the middle? Of course we can't. Why would we do that? Oh no, come on guys. Ah, you trolls. Oh, that is annoying. 3. Okay, are those all happy? They are. They seem to have connections. They're good. And 5 Gatling gun. Oh gosh. Okay, cool. Whew. Okay, 1, 3. 3. Build it. Oh, we lost motors in the process. Okay, fine. I lose a lot of stuff building, and that's just how it has to be, because I tear things down all the time. If I was really smart, I'd put together some kind of workshop-based item. Okay, so that will be substantially bolstered by other systems. And in fact, what I think I will do right now is put a battery behind it, just because it's a convenient place to store a battery. Where did I put them? So a battery... Wow, those are actually kind of bulky. A lot bulkier than I remember. Are they too bulky for this part of the frame? Yeah, I actually think it is. Yeah, that's not good. Take that out. Like, it might work on top here, but I think we will control 3. We will try like not. Oh gosh, just down. Like yeah, I don't want to do that right now. I think we're going to save that. Okay, so that's that part done. What we want now is the large reactor. And I suspect you have to see how big that is. So 8. A large reactor. Now let me see, where does it clip on? It clips on there. So as long as I can see the small port, it should build really beautifully. And I can't see the small port, which means we need to rotate it. There we go. So something like that. So that large reactor, will I need 2 of them? I don't think so. I'm just going to have a look at the vague shape. Now all of this is going to be filled in with some armor and what have you, just to give it more strength and protection. And I might even put in like rocket pods as well, attached around the system somehow. So I did see some. Control 2. So there's 2, which is oxygen tank. Do I need an oxygen tank? I don't think so, because I've got the thing. The reloadable rocket launcher requires to be attached. The rocket launcher, the straight rocket launcher, this one here, this one can just go in. It gets manually reloaded. So I mean, what would it take to put it there and there? I actually hate that. That's way too close to the pods. So that's going to be something we add in later. And those are one shot, apparently. You only just load them and then you forget them until you come back and reload. And I'm kind of cool with that. I think that's kind of fun. That's a really interesting mechanic. Otherwise you can build massive... Yeah, you could build with the reloadable ones and go about doing things fancy. So from here, what I want is a... What is it? The... not the atmospheric, the large iron thruster. Now... The large iron thruster has, like, it just needs power. Like, it doesn't have any connection port on it. So what I want to do is have at least 2 or 3 of them, which means I need to sort out my where is it, my junction box, to have more options. Do we need the junction box to go back a bit? I kind of feel we do, just to be in line with the other ones. So I want to have one there. And then maybe I'll go up 1 and down 1, and let's see what that looks like with 3, the large ion thruster. So would that work? That's not weird. It's not too terrible. Do we want to have a third one though? It's not. They're not really a convenient shape, which really sucks. I kind of do want to have a third one, but actually, maybe. Yeah, like that. Okay, so if we sit behind it like this. All right. Bam. That is kind of weird and terrible, but I kind of like it because of that asymmetry that's going on. That, ooh, I don't know. I'm still going to have to stick a whole pile of useful motors on this thing. Like, especially going forwards. No, I think I can actually come up with better shape than that. And that will revolve around rotating them, basically 90 degrees, and then slapping them next to each other. So they're a little less lined up. So one, yeah, the game has given me the right answer or the answer that I'm looking for straight away. So one like that. And then one that's here, like that. Just, yeah. And then kind of basically the same on the other side. Where was that one attached to even? Oh, let me see so I can see without the clipping mask. Yes, maybe if we went to have another small one that way. Yeah, we'll try that. See if it'll go. See if that's enough. Rotate. So now I'm trying to figure out where I'm connecting to exactly. No, that's not right. Okay, it really has. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get the. Okay, so we're gonna have to go like bang and bang, and that will give it something to hang on to that's a bit more reliable. I think it's that one, to be honest. I think it is like here. Is it like that? Oh, I kind of like that. Oh, no, I don't. It's gone all wonky. Ooh, okay. Fair enough. It's connecting to... Yes, that middle one there. Alright, that is it. I think that's it. Let's have a look how that looks. And it gives us, I think, enough room to attach more. I'll put that one in there. It gives us enough. Is it? It's not exactly kind of square at the back, but that's also okay. I'm going to have to put more engines on in general, including brake engines. So I think I'm just going to try building that and see what happens. And you know what? This pod feels slightly out of whack in terms of shape, but if I filled it in slightly with rocket launchers and bits and bobs, it might be fine. So let's see how far we can go connecting this thing up before we run out of resources. Just keep traveling around it, trying to get something to be built. What are you looking for? Oh, actually, not too bad there. No, I'm not going to be able to reach everything, am I? So, oh no, maybe. Not quite. So yeah, this is the last chance to declare a color change if you want one, because pretty soon I won't be able to get inside things to change colors. Alright. So, okay, there. No, rotate. Right, kind of wrong way, but fine. Alright, cool. So what do you guys require for me to complete you? Let's have a look. Large steel tubes, fine. I should have some of those. Reactor components, why not? They're very low. Motors, thruster components maybe. Large steel tubes it is. So let's put all of this away and go get those those tubes. See what's left. I'll leave those there because I'm almost certainly going to need them. Okay, so what have we got in here? Large steel tubes, yes. That was all of it we could carry. Oh, are you all done? Steel plate. Alright, I think we got some. And, yeah, steel plate. Plenty. Alright, that's looking... what do you need? Sorry? Reactor components. 95. Wow. So if we put these away... reactor components. Still a little short. Computers and steel plate. Yeah, try that. Nice. Is that all done? It is. Now we just need some uranium to go in it. Do I have any? I do not, but I know where to get some. So, I don't know. That's looking kind of cool to me. The spacing, the spacing seems a touch... Like, you might think that a craft should have... Oh, I don't know. That's not too extreme. I was just thinking the rear engine's looking a little out of kilter with each other. But I don't massively object to that, to be honest. Just going to go top up the old power. Oh, there's some junk that got left. Fine. It needs to be recycled. Top up. Cool. And we'll top up this gas tank for this one. The next piece has to be more... Well, we need to put some fuel in, so we'll go and steal some from the master inventory over here. Oh, we're very, very, very heavy. So I better take some stuff out of my inventory. Come here. So, take all of that. We'll just take some of that. Okay, cool. Now we got plenty. We can go and grab some uranium. I think 10 uranium, I've heard, should do the trick. So, connected inventories. There is uranium in here somewhere. Not 0.3 uranium. Okay, let's just take... Oh, is it too much? Too heavy? No. Can't reach it? I'm not sure. What's that? Iron ingots? No. Why can't I reach those small reactors? That's unusual. That does seem unusual to me. Oh, okay, so there are some that are stored away in green, so they're like connected. Hide empty. Where are you, uranium? Can't even take that? Okay, maybe that's another problem for another day. I don't think it's necessarily a problem right now. So, we've got all of our going like into space engines sort of on, but we are going to need some slowdown engines, and that's where we don't have very much right now. So, conveyor belt. Oh, interior plate. Okay, fine. Interior plate. You are. Computer, pipes, sheet. Whatever, construction components. Don't need displays. Cool. So, motors, of course. Why would I not have motors in my inventory? Alright. Okay, so we're going to need motors to go slow us down, and they need to come pretty much hard on the heels of the other stuff. So what I'm going to do is have another one of these in, so it's firing its connection in all directions, and then I think probably 2 motors to slow us down will be enough, and they're going to need to be the big ones again. So we will connect them like, can I get them on like that? Just to that block? That's covering up both blocks. Of course it is. So, well, I don't actually mind that too much in terms of like the placement seems about right. And if I do, I will need more power, and they can go either direction out of those ones. So, of course that's wrong. It would be too easy if it was to be correct from the get-go, wouldn't it? So, we'll go like this. Bam. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. And then what I want is the other controlling sort of stuff, so the other up-downs. Whoa, game, slow down, control yourself. It gets a little buggy if you crash into things too many times. It really hates it. So we want the small ones. Whoa. So we want some small ones that are going to fire down. And they also, well, they're going to be the ones that keep us from slamming into the ground too much, or to give us some directional control. Can I just drop them 1, 2? And maybe I'll do the same on the other side like this, and we'll have some going up. I kind of intend for this pod to end up quite sort of structured with a lot of armor around it. So there we go. So this one should be effective for this. Upways, okay. And then for sideways and lateral control. Well, I could do some out this side to provide a kind of appropriately authentic sort of look to the steerage of this. I think that might be fun. I don't want to look too weird. So that side for going left, and then maybe something like over here for going right, which would be 1, 2, 3, if I get it on. So that pod there, let me have a look at it. Is that a bit too extreme? The pod sizes are a little bit out of whack in some ways. I don't know. It doesn't seem too crazy so far. So I just want to sort of connect it all up and start armoring it pretty soon, I feel like. Yeah, it's a little weird. Alternatively, what I could do is move this engine kind of over a little bit, which would just slim it up a little bit. That might be a good idea. It might really help things. So just pondering for a second. Yeah, it does feel like it's hanging out a bit too much to the right, and that would bug me if I left it. So we're going to tear that up. Oh, come on, game. Dial, game, server, behave. Behave. Okay, we'll do it this way. Take those out. And come around here. Could I put this one a bit lower, actually? See what I want to do. I think you guys might be getting it if you're watching. So we'll just make sure all of these things are working. Fine. Was one of them not? And then we will 2, 3. There we go. I want that kind of like that. Like offset by, actually I need to put in another box down here. And now if 3, 1. Alright, like that. That, oh, actually now that looks kind of cool. That looks kind of cool. That's the shape I'm looking for. Sometimes you just got to build it. You just got to see what happens when you throw some stuff together. Okay. Yes, that is kind of cool. It does mean this side is going to have more stuff around it, but it will. That's just guaranteed pretty much. Also, do I want this to hang like it does? And I think the answer is no. Like, I kind of want to rotate that across the top somehow. And I think I can do that with just by asking for it to go there. There we go. So if you... Oh, God. If you were to go there, game... Like, would I have to put in another junction? These are kind of pricey for the amount of effort that it takes to get all this thing to work, but that's fine. I will make that sacrifice for you, game. Ah, there we go. So 2 to slow down, 3 to speed up. This thing should be pretty quick, although it is also going to be pretty heavy. And of course I wasted a whole bunch of steel tubes in all of this. So let's sort that out. Steel tubes, gimme. Thruster components, okay. I hate how much I waste them. Good. Good. Oh, game, stop. Stop. Alright. Pipe these in. Will I need more than that? I suspect so. So I'm gonna be able to go all the way back to the start with these. Like, yeah, like this. Maybe that just will be a really neat... I mean, that works for me. Yep. They are powered. Yep. Good. Okay. Oh, whoa. Control yourself. And... there we go. One more. Yoink and doink. So I'm hoping that will give it enough control and space. Kind of only one way to find out. I suppose there's probably some stats panel somewhere where I can see weight and stuff, but I haven't found that one myself, so we're just guessing at this point. I think some kind of thrusters across here would be a good idea. So, oh, do you not like being in the range of the reactor? Can you go that way across? You can. I sort of would like to keep you... You know what? I'm going to keep you in line with the core. And we're going to do that by putting you there. And then just putting like another connector box in. Or a... At least... Okay, game. Stop. Stop. Oh, that is an annoying bug. I don't know what causes it. I think it's traveling too fast across the map. Like, is that the right... Let me see. No, rotate you there. Okay. Okay, take that out. And I might just put in, for completeness, another one of those 8. Rotate it. Yeah. Okay. So we've got 4 up, 4 down. And we've got 3 left and 3 right. Well, 4 right. That seems a bit silly. But what I could do is bolster that with like 1 on top. Because we're not about the construction components. Yeah, we're not about the symmetry here. So we would just have to work something out. And I'm okay with that. Got to embrace your inner not symmetrical person. Okay, come on. Chill out, game. Construction components, we are out. So we are going to fly back over here and pick some up. Alright. Construction components, medical components. Oh, that sucks. Okay, we can solve that though. Production. 100 of them, 200 of them, and 200 internal plate. Tubes. Okay, give me all of those. It was just straight construction, wasn't it? I think so. Alright. Let's see. Alright, cool. Those are working. They seem really weirdly small. That seems fine, I guess. So that is just ion thrusters, big and large, and then you've got like massive planet-sized ones. If you want to slap them on here, they're pretty huge. So we've got our cardinal directions on the ions. What we don't have is cardinal directions on the hydrogen. We need, I would say, like at least some slowdown ones. And I'm thinking of just racking the slowdown ones under here. So, oh gosh, just, oh my god, this game sometimes. So the slowdown ones, like, you know, do I really need that? I don't think I need that many. Like, the pointy-uppy one is just to get me into space. Oh, I can actually slap them right on here as well. Yes, they do need to have a port. So the big one is just to get me up into space. And from there, we can kind of tool around quite happily with the ion thrusters, just charging in every direction. So one of those probably, and I think at least one like that. So bam, bam. How much do they even have as thruster? Like, I can't... Okay, so thruster. So what does it tell me? Ion. I'm not seeing specs on them, which is kind of a shame. So I have no idea how good they are. I just know that they're there. And I guess we'll find out. Middle grid. The other thing I'm going to want to do is to put in some downward and upward thrusters so that the whole thing doesn't just fall over or crash. Yeah, I mean, that works. There's some full slowdown thrusters plus the ions. And then what I might do is, I mean, how many downward thrusters are we likely to need on this? Like, this is the engine pod, essentially. So, I could... I'm thinking I can just chuck them almost like straight under. So, they would be like 1, 2... and they would all be at the same height, and so I can all kind of armor around them. Does this not fit like in there? 1, 2, 3. And then if I could put, well, yeah, I'm gonna have to strip that out there. So if I'm crouching while hovering now, which I think is the only way to get around this thing. No, don't break it. So we have, oh man, we're using so many conveyor boxes. It's kind of weird. I'm not used to this, but it does help this get made. Yeah, I think that'll work. I'm just guessing. What are you guys looking for? Construction components? Well, I know where to find some of those. They should be all made. And construction components, and some middle grid, and some middle pipe, and some large pipe. We're totally full. Why aren't you on? Okay, hold the mouse very still. Ah, look at you. So that's working. one of the questions we need to now think about is how much upward thrust or downward, like directional thrust, do we need? I guess if we rotate weirdly, we are going to want it. So now that becomes a challenge. And sideways, I don't know. So I think we can definitely put some upward thrust, or some downward thrust along here. Maybe in a cluster at the back here. Hopefully this doesn't look just too bizarre.
Energy low.
Okay, so how many downwards do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we can do the same with upwards, I think. While we're going to charge up our energy. Come on, give me all the juice. And okay. And these are like out, so we'll switch them around. Don't need any oxygen right now because we're on our own planet. And yes, I think this will be fine. Yeah, okay, that seems okay. So it's 4 down, 4 up, 4 backwards. Big rockets going forwards for us. We got slow down rockets to a degree as well. Do we need left and right for the hydrogen thrusters? I mean, maybe a little bit, but I'm not especially worried. And I might put a rack of them through here. That would actually be kind of cool, like 3 sideways. I think 3 should be plenty, because I just don't think we're going to be needing to slew around a lot. So yep, 1, 2, 3, and then we better put those on before the game refuses to let us access them anymore. Oh, construction component. Okay. Even more of those required. So, construction component. Oh, this is quite a job. Do we have much? Not many. So what else do we have in our inventory, which is looking kind of full? Lots of steel tube. Not many motor parts. So I want to try and take 10 of those. I think they're going to be required. All of those that we can. Hey there, Kicker. You spawn a drone from your blueprints? I have no idea how to do any of that. What can... They're shooting? Blueprints are base they're shooting, and yeah, sorry, I've never done any of that. Pretty new to space engineers. Alright, those. Yeah, I wish I could help you, sorry. And... Alright, we got them. Okay, that's fine on that side. And on this side, we want to find a space for some sideways ones. Which I think it's obvious is going to go sort of along here. So we will just have to put in a corner tube and then some squares. So corner, okay, like that. 1, 2, 3. Actually, I've realized that this vessel has no storage. That might be what has to go behind the weapons tray. Like, there's no storage at all on this thing, which is going to be a problem, I suspect. 3 sideways. Okay. Construction components. Okay, back over. There we go. Plenty. Large steel tube? Okay. Yep. Cool. You know what? I think those are the major components done. Like that is it. But what I want to know now is containers. So a large cargo container on this thing. Oh, that would be ridiculous. The small one has the pass-through that I want. And so what I'm going to have to do is, I'm going to have to replace it in here. And I'll do that by, I'm going to put some frame across here. And we're going to connect up this lot so that I don't accidentally completely break it. Will that work? I hope so, because I'm about to cut it off. So we'll find out. It works! Hooray! So where does the large one is too massive, the 6... Okay, so what I want it to do is to have the connector down. Since okay, stop game. I think I can make a stop. But you know what, the connector is kind of... Could I come out the top? The connector's really bulky. Yeah, that's a good idea. We're going to come out the top with a... whoops. No, we'll come out the top with a corner piece. Like that. And see if that works for the large box. So, what do I want you to do? I want you... Okay, so I'm just going to get a sense. So, if you're tilted over like that, and then rotated like that, you would fit in really well. That's kind of what I want you to do. Okay, so you've got almost the right idea. That? I think that... Oops, I think that's it. Displays, of course I don't have a display. Display, display, display. Yeah, that works. And really, is that... No, I think that is, because I do want to have a connector. And the connectors are bulky. Like that bulky. Yeah, this is good. This is good. I like it. It's working. Motors, computers. Fine. Motors. Okay. And everything's looking pretty happy. Except we need to connect up this back piece here. So that's going to take a... I'm just thinking all this thing through. I think we're just going to use a small conveyor because that way we know it works. And then we'll use the curvy one to do that. Interior plate? Ah, okay. No problem, kick it. I'm sorry I couldn't be of more assistance. I just find I really enjoy building the ships. Just coming up with the designs, like the look. For me, that's almost more fun than like all the automation stuff that I know goes on in the game. My next goal is to probably build some kind of like a small group shuttle. If there was anyone who watched earlier, they would have seen... There we go, that's all green. They'd have seen the big ship that came through earlier. And that vessel was my buddy's, and it does everything. Like, wow, it's a mining vessel, essentially. Okay. This is looking kind of weird, but I like it. Like, that engine, that whole system there, it feels like it could be slightly over, but I'm just going to go with it for now. Can I access everything? I mean, it looks like I can. So I can put a mediums. I can't put that in there. Is it just too big for other things? Connector 3? What is connector 3? So can I put something small in? I'll put one of these tools in. Yep, obviously it can't go in the Gatling gun, and it can go in connector 3, whatever that is. Fine. Okay, so everything is working. I wish I knew what connector 3 was. What is in the gas tank? Hydrogen tank. Small. It doesn't have any hydrogen in it yet, and I think that's because the oxygen producer doesn't have much in it. And I kind of want to slap another battery on this as well. I'm going to put it over on this side. Control, where are you? So I'm going to put the battery here. Actually, no. I'm going to put it on the back. It's going to go right there. Oh, stop it, game. Yeah. Power cells. Okay, fine. So another battery I think will be excellent. Give us that final little power we're looking for. Oh, we're very full. What are we very full of? Almost certainly pipes, those, and some of that. Okay, so more power cells and we're good. And then we can probably start armoring this thing up. There we go, 20 odd. Okay. Oh, no, 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 no. Cool. Battery pack on. And I think actually the rocket launchers, the reloadable rocket launchers, can almost be racked up along the side here, which will give it a very nice look. So that is a massive stack. That's how much blimmin' rocketry you require to get into space. It's kind of annoying, actually, in many ways. I don't find it... Yeah, I find it a touch annoying if you want to use hydrogen. Just how much stuff you need to throw on. Still, it is what it is. So now what I want to do is to start to up armor this thing. And to put on the kind of... I'm not sure, does it need... I think it is a fighter, so it will need fighter sort of components to it, really. So to me, that involves, like... What are you not happy about, game? Why won't you put the armored block in? Maybe you will now. Yeah, you just got to connect it to the right thing. So I'm using armored blocks. Maybe I should be using not so armored blocks, but never mind. And do I want to go for a slope here? Probably. Kind of think that would be kind of cool. Just a relatively short blunt nose behind the not propeller, behind this thing. Yeah. I'll stop rolling me around, game. No, but that's fine for now. And all the way back here, I suspect, needs to be armored blocks. And possibly sloped. Just want to try and get a feel for the basic shapes of this thing. Come up with some more subtle designs and modifications in due course. One of my questions is, how much do I bother accounting for the other shapes? The kind of industrial shape sort of style of having it relatively concealed, or having the stuff relatively covered up is cool, but not too cool. We don't want everything covered up. So that's one of the shapes I'm looking for. Yeah, I mean, just having the engines a little bit covered would be nice. The rest of it, the hydrogen tank, kind of exposed. I don't mind. It looks kind of sweet, if you ask me. Over here, this all needs to be covered up in some kind of like wing. So I'm actually gonna, yeah, so that was not the armored block. This isn't going to need to be armored either. Oh, I need steel plate. Alright, fine. Steel plate. Fine, got heaps. So go in there. And and also underneath, I think, as well, but maybe to a differing degree. Like, do I want to kind of build a wedge on top of this? That's the question I have. Sneak that one in there. Like, do I then wedge it? I think I do, but not like more from like here. We'll try, see how it kind of starts to look. And then I can't do the 2 half slopes, I don't think, which is kind of a shame. So the half slopes only exist to cover between like 2, yeah, if I had like a different roll or a different run. That still is looking pretty okay if you ask me. So let's go straight back to 4. I don't mind it being a bit blunt. It's supposed to look kind of industrial. Multi-purpose industrial. And to do the job of getting us into space and back safely. Go exploring, maybe tackle pirates. It's pretty fearsomely armed, I would think, or it will be by the time we're done. I wouldn't mind making it a little bit... Oh, look, who's that? This is the mules. This is one of the... What is this thing doing? This is... Oh, I see. This thing travels back and forth, connecting to... I need to keep away, I suspect. It travels back and forth, connecting to the base and taking resources up to the space station build that they're doing up there. Okay. So if that was that side, this needs to be sloped as well. And we'll worry about fitting the corners in due course. We want to try and make them like relatively snug. Oh my gosh. No, we'll just do that for now. I start welding some of this and seeing how it looks. Does it look terrible? And we're going to have to fill in a whole bunch around the engine pod as well. That's going to be quite massive. Just I'm a bit worried about that. I think it could look a little bulky, but we have to give it a go. And it is what it is. I mean, it's got to carry a lot of engines, just the way the game works. And cover up all of our vital internal organs. Possibly get some better armor for it. Maybe more along the front edge than the back. And along here as well. And we're going to figure out how to fill in all of that stuff as well. We've gone... Alright, so we have gone a little mental here with those corners. That's fine. Fix them up too. Armor around the cockpit. Alright, so we definitely need to fix up the front. But it's good to get a feel just to see what it's going to roughly look like. And I would like to put something over the battery a little bit. So this is going to be bulkier to the side when we put the missile pods on. So that's going to be okay. Where are you? 7. I want the armor to... I mean, yeah, I could do a corner block there. And then what I could do is that one. Yeah, that's kind of where I want to go. That one, and then back to a corner. Just to add like a degree of seeming protection. Yeah, that looks cool. So, whoa, slow down, game. Stop being weird. No, don't take out the whole thing. Yeah, I think we'll just... Okay, 7 armor. And we'll angle that in, and then we'll put in some corner blocks and possibly call it done there. Like, corner block here. One over here. One here once I stop wiggling. Yep. And we'll weld up the appropriate pieces. Alright, so 2. 2. No. Alright, and that's going to have to be that weird shaped block again. Okay, there it is.
Energy low.
Yeah, it's okay, game. I'll be fine, trust me. Game, you've confused me. We have that one in there, but we've just gone straight there. Okay. Alright, so we'll do that again with that weird block. I want to be able to walk around and look at it closely, but I don't feel I can without causing issues. Like this. And it's not server. Maybe what we'll do, so I kind of know what I can do here. And we'll figure it out. We'll go backwards from this part. So that one needs to go there. Oh, actually, corner block needs to go there. It's the corner block that goes underneath. Like that. And then one like that. And then this one here comes out. And it goes like this. And then a slope. Ah, finally figured it.
Fuel low.
Just top up, game.
Fuel critical.
Alright, cool. And then we'll just put in our corner piece and we'll solve it for the other side as well. And yeah. And we'll also do that whole blending thing as well. Cool. Awesome. That's kind of basically figured. Do I want to blend it? I think I do, because I think I want to run possibly a slight slope underneath. Maybe just of even half slopes or something. No, not that one. What am I doing? That blended block. 7. Yeah. Yes. Okay, so what is in my inventory? Not enough jet fuel apparently. So we'll walk over and top ourselves up. And you guys fill this up, and I'll take 2 if I please. And then we will fuel ourselves here too. Phew, okay. It's going good. Doing fine. Yep, yep. Chop chop. Glug glug. And fine, lots of battery power. Okay, so the basic concept I'm happy with, to be fair. I do want to now put in some straight heavy armor blocks around the weapon system. Because otherwise I feel it's going to be a bit fragile. Well, it might be a bit fragile anyway, but the stronger it can be, the better. And that will be helped with some armor, so like that. And, whoa, don't you wriggle me too much, game. And then I want to put the missile pods in. What am I doing? Oh, I got in front of an engine and hurt myself. Alright. That looks cool. Where are those missile pods? It was 6, wasn't it? With the missile pods, the reloadable ones that we have to reload. So they're very long, which makes me think that, like, I want to be able to attack them, yeah, like this, or at least one forward, maybe. Yeah. There we go. That's looking what I want. That was where I'm going. Good. And you never quite tell, I think, when you're building. Sometimes things just don't work how you want. Yeah, okay, that's cool. Can we actually complete them? Do they need anything weird? The large steel tubes, of course. Alright. Well, we know what to do about that. Okay, it wants motors too. Motors. Okay. Ooh, I reckon that looks pretty awesome. That's starting to look quite good. Like, it needs some rounding off. Especially sort of up here. But I don't know, that's pretty cool if you ask me. So what I would think would be good is... now I could go full, or I could go half height. Like, and just throw half height blocks here and here. Which actually might be... lie down flat. Might be kind of a little cooler. Like, get in there. Yeah, like that, and then go with the half slopes, so they kind of look more like they've been clipped on, rather than that they are part of some, you know, weird... Do I want to do that down here as well? I could go all the way along with that. Like, sort of like this. Keep it nice and slim and thin, but armored still. Bonker, bonker, bonker. And then round it off towards the bottom. Yeah, I like that. So that would be... Let's try it. I think the only way to figure out sometimes is to give it a go. And is this thing... Is the big ship coming back? I'm looking around. I don't see it yet. I think I can hear it though. Where is it? I think it might be coming back. Or it's ourselves. No, I think it must be them. The boys are back in town. So, clip that along here. I think go like that. And then I'm more inclined to go with a straight block. Keep that blocky feel. Middle grid. Alright, we can do that. No, we can't. Go get some. How full is our inventory? Relatively full. Less full. Okay, oh look, there's the mule. It's docked, it's loading up, and then it's going to take off again. Awesome. So what I should do is tell this thing to produce a lot more stuff, because we're definitely short. 100 of that, 100 of that, 100 of that. A couple hundred of that, 100 computers, motors, interior plate. We'll do that. And I also need a name for this boat. If you have any good ones, then let me know. TinyPirate's Folly or something silly, no doubt. It's a little bit 17th century, but what can you do? And rotate. Where is this slope going? So bits are armoured and bits aren't, which is a bit of a shame, but never mind. What I would like to do across here is give it that slight rise, but I think I'm only going to do it with half blocks so that we can have a system back here which looks like it kind of connects it all in, and it can just go all the way over. There we go. Yeah, that is what I'm going for. Yeah. Whoop, better finish off those plates at the back of the rocket launchers. Oh, you... Okay. Yeah, and now 7 for the armor. And I kind of want a half corner, but I can't get one, so I might just put that in there anyway. Because I think it does look kind of cool with the angularness of it. Okay, so here, oh, this is going to be tricky. Might use the lighter armor blocks. Have to do it one at a time. And it could arguably be a little wider to the left. But I wouldn't be able to access those missile pods very easily. Or I can make this a little fatter on this side, which is something that I think I might do. And then I really need to structurally enhance this, because this just looks like pants right now. Which is a shame, but that's what it does. So what I can do here is put 4 block here. I do kind of want to suggest a slightly heavier angle here, so likewise a corner piece would be good. And down here, and then do we want to have a full rung? kind of think we do, just to give it a slight aerodynamic look. And this again will be a 7. So it needs to be a slope. And then maybe we'll put a 4 behind it, armor blocks. The trick is going to be to blend this in somehow, and I'm not 100% sure how to do that right now. I mean, I can go with slopes, but it all gets a bit messy when I get to the corner here, short of the special slope. That looks kind of cool though, I don't know. It's not too extreme. I mean, I could put another whole rocket launcher on there if I really wanted to give it that extra kind of, you know, wow factor. I could even recess that rocket launcher slightly. I don't know. I'll see what it looks like if I put one on. Oh, got it complete. That's not so bad. Kind of slightly, definitely slightly oddly angled. And we do need to tackle the top, which I'm going to do with a armored block. Maybe an armored slope, and then a corner. Like, if we get a corner in there, it'd be kind of cute. Like one there. One there, and then a slope on the side. Yeah. And likewise at the back. I think... so many important shape decisions to be made. Like, it's not even, so it's going to have to be like just a normal block, which has, I suspect, this kind of shape to it. Yeah. Hey there, Nigel. Good to hear from you. This has been a little bit of a quiet stream, but that's what happens sometimes. Yes. So this is definitely looking a little in the abstract kind of asynchronous style. And where's that proper slope? And I don't know, we'll just do that for now and see what that looks like. Now that looks kind of rubbish. I mean, I like the engine block up there, but the whole setup is... I don't know, it's a little strange. I just, maybe this whole lot needs to come forward and be built up a little bit more around here. Can't quite decide. It's not, well, I don't know, it's not too extremely bad, it's just a bit bad. I do sort of wonder about running slopes all the way along here, but maybe the thin ones again. Oh, Great. Come here. Nyuk, nyuk, nyuk. So, would it be good to have those... Where are they? It's like the small ones? Would that be cool? I don't know. I do want that industrial look, but how much do I want it is the question. With a... With one of the... Oh, I can't actually... Because there's already something occupying that space. Oh, that's fine. And we'll go for a half at the back as well. Bam. I'm pondering. I mean, I don't find that too bad. Like, you want to check out your ship profile as often as you can. This is obviously all weird and broken. This doesn't look too bad. If I can fit a little half block in there, that would be quite an armoured half block. That would be quite nice. Just so that I can say that it's protected. This part's over here, they look okay, except for down here where I haven't filled anything in. So that's probably be a good... Whoa! Stop it, game. That would probably be a good idea. And whatever hasn't been completed down here. Yep. 7... I feel some of these I'm going to have to flip things over. Okay, armoured grid. Oh, metal grid. Okay, we need more of that. So, let me have a look. Take that, take that. Okay, so game, I think you need to make a bunch more stuff. What else would be good? And some small tubes. That's probably a good start. So this is my mate's massive factory. Pretty cool. Hello there, legendary legend. Measure twice, cut once. I don't like to design ships like that. That's a very good point. My ship designs are a little bit more organic. I find it quite pleasurable to figure it out that way. Only problem is that it can take quite a while if you haven't bothered to do any pre-planning at all. So I wanted to go for something weirdly sort of asynchronous in design. And it's kind of coming together, but I'm not quite sure where I'm going to fit some of the stuff in is one of the problems I've got. So yeah, I'm busy trying to figure that out now. So, why will you not connect there? You should be... Oh, you'll go in the middle, so... Whoop. Oh, okay, you're the wrong shape. Oh, fair enough. Now I've got to cut you out very carefully. My voice seems croaky. I'm probably just... I don't know, I might be. Might be time for a day off work. I'll let the boss know. It's probably more that I'm sort of pondering and not talking excitedly. Oh, I've got all these along here to do. And so that's leaving me in a kind of pondering sort of state. And when I'm no, don't go into the engines, that will hurt. When I'm pondering, I'm sort of thinking, doing a lot of thinking quietly rather than shouting. This is a weird hole here. No, not that one. No, oh gosh. So, armoured block 1, Yes, I know game. I know, don't jam me in there. Oh god. No. Don't jam me in there, please. Oh yeah, okay, that's not too bad. And get some of these angles in here. And here I think I'll go for maybe that funny shaped block. Wherever it is. Yeah, that'll probably do.
Fuel low.
Let me have a look. Okay, fuel low. What is...
Fuel critical.
Oh, yeah, okay, fine game. So, the gas tanks are out. Load up some new ones. Batteries. Also very low. So I'll sort that out too. Oh, I've just realised the HUD actually does show that I've got 2 bottles of gas in my inventory, and then when it gets low it tells me that as well. So right now all of this is just basically disgusting, as I think you will probably agree. So what I'm going to try and do is start to at least like fill it in, so we can get a sense for the shape of everything. So it has a mix of hydrogen and ion engines, which is, I don't know, going to hopefully be a good way to do things. I think it will. What's the worst that can happen? So yeah, I think we'll go like no, I think those are going to be slopes. Whoops. That one can stay like that. Oh really, do you think I have a bit of a funny throat coming on? The corner one can be a corner. Not too bad. Yeah, the jetpack is basically got these dampeners. So if I press Z, no, you can see that if I now turn on my jetpack, it won't hold me off unless I kept holding down space and tapping, which will be very fatal if I mess it up. So if I turn Z on, the jetpacks basically just keep me hovering, which is good, which is what you want to happen really. Otherwise your life will be your life will be fairly miserable, and you really need it if you're doing any building. In fact, it's something that bugs me a lot about what is it? About come on, just let me know. Something. Oh, steel plate. Something that bugs me a lot about scrap mechanic is that it won't easily let you hover. Alright. Like that. Pick up that. Is this looking okay? I think it's not doing too bad. It is meant to look a little industrial, so I don't mind if it looks a little scrappy. But I don't want it to look terrible, if that makes sense. I don't want it to look really just hodgepodge. Slope. Okay. So yeah, that's it's okay. No. Of course I did it wrong. Not that one. That one. And then the corner. Okay, so that's kind of how the engine block is going to go. with added extra bits here, and then slopes something like this here and here, and we'll block in the rest of it as it comes. I sometimes find it really is helpful just to come in and start putting blocks on paper, so to speak. Good in a strange way is looks strange in a good way. I'll take either of those options. Thank you very much, Legendary Legend. One of the things I have to be careful of is not making this whole side over here look a bit too bulky. I think that would be a bad kind of thing. So let's see how we go. We'll get this framing kind of outlined and see if it looks too disgusting. And if it does, I'll have to go back to the drawing board slightly. So that lighting is weird. It could do with looking a little... I think these pods, pod could be a little higher. Yes, so and this right now looks a touch almost top heavy, but that's because we've got those 3 engines in, making everything look a little weirdly asymmetrical. So we go like this and like this and like this. And then I think we also have to come up here, so that's going to be a at least a square there. Back over here. I think a slope might be cool. Which means this one can be scraped and we put in the special block with the weird shape. No, I had it. Oh no, where are you? There. And then we put in more. Oh, of course. It's getting late, so I screwed that one up. I'm gonna be a bit careful. I don't want to break anything. Alright, did I break anything? Everything's happy around here, nothing needs fixing? Or maybe something... Oh, something did actually need a bit of work on it. Cool. So, we're going upside down for fun. Alright, 4, where are you? 1 light block. Bam, bam, bam. Also, the colour scheme isn't really set yet. I'm sort of going with yellow as a base, but maybe it'll get some other colours. So if you have any good colour scheme names, then please let me know. Or any good names and colour scheme ideas. That's, yeah, all viable. Haven't armoured anything along here, and that could be bad, but we won't know for a while. So I'm okay with waiting it out and seeing what happens. Kind of want a slope here, but nah, it sort of doesn't. It's gonna look a bit... Well, we can use a special block, I suppose, and line things up. Yeah, there. Alright, whoa, okay, so how are we looking? Actually, I'm pleasantly surprised. I think that isn't really looking too terrible. The pods, I kind of want to bulk out the back of this pod a little bit, to be perfectly frank. And that means doing this. And then it means putting in that... Oh no, not that. I've got armor around here. I don't know why I've chosen to be different around here, but I have. So... that one... I think we will go with a slope again. Just there. And likewise, this needs to come out here, because the pods only look good if you can tell them apart from the metal frame, if that makes sense. I think it makes a lot of sense. So I do want to... Actually, I kind of want to go for a full... No. Nope. Come here. Like, I kind of want to go for a big metal block here like this. But maybe we'll use a special block again. Just to give it a slight angle at the front. And maybe a corner to follow up. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm going. And then angle block at the back. So it's going to take, I think, as well, it's going to take flipping onto its back. Oops, of course it's the wrong one. It's going to take flipping onto its back just to get the whole thing to look right. So, or at least getting it into space, I suppose, so it can all be checked for not crap lookiness. Yeah, this needs to come out like a normal block. Oh, of course. Yeah, that's going to have to go as well. Alright, so I could actually potentially throw something else useful on the back here. Now that we have this more useful pod space, I'm kind of wondering what that might be. If you've got any good ideas, then... No! Then please let me know what I could chuck on the back. Oh, that was very silly, TinyPirate. Just chopped the piece out that I wanted. We'll just go with a conveyor, the standard one. Okay, there we go. That should join it all back up again. And what I'm trying to achieve here is to put in a standard blocks going back. That'll give it the bulk that I want. And line it up with the rest of its compatriots. Yellow and black. Yellow and black, maybe black is main. The problem with black is main is when you get into space, it's really dark. I think you guys probably know that. But I find that like the ships can be really hard to kind of spot. So I like having quite bright ships, and I'm going to probably even experiment with sticking lights on it. So I think yellow with black trim might be quite good. Come here. Yes. And then more 7s at the back. There we go. And then maybe slopes. Just to give it a slight rounded feel. And then just a straight 4 block, the light armor. Yeah. I really want daytime to come back so I can check this out a little bit more. How does it look from above? Well, it's looking kind of cool. I think maybe this whole slice here could be thinner. But, there could be perhaps something to counterbalance this side, because this side doesn't look very fat at all. But it's a little bit weird. This whole engine system over here is wonderfully, like, just insane. Which is good. Insanity is a fine thing. I actually want to pull this block forward and then run the blocks, like run some slopes along the bottom. I think that would just help dovetail all of that nicely. Neon pink and purple, rainbow sparkles and orange. Well, if the game gave me that, I totally would do that, because that is an awesome idea. Can I sit down without the game wriggling me under the engines? Now, what am I trying to actually achieve here? Which kind of block do I want? Like, do I want a block like that? And then a corner. And then I attach, yes. And then I attach some slopes to it, maybe. That could look a little lame. Like, I actually kind of want my slopes to go like that. Well, let's see if that even works. We'll get those on. Can I get a corner in there that is weirdly angled the other way? Like, no, I cannot. But I could pull the whole of this kind of defensive shape out, which I actually think I will. Now that does look better. That looks a lot better already. So it's just a matter now of going 4 and 4, and no, not that one though. That one. Don't break the engine. Oh God, stop. Okay, 4, 4. Yes, everything's working. You're all happy? Good. So now I'm going to put armored slopes in, because this could be bad at the back. Now we're cooking with fire. Yes, that's what I wanted. Brilliant. I love it when a plan comes together. Sweet. That is not too shabby, if I don't say so myself. Now down here is a total nightmare. Like, it's just nasty. And I'm just going to, like, I don't even know what I'm going to do down here. Like, the whole thing is a bit rank, but that's also, I'd like to say, part of its charm. I think it just adds it has a certain industrial touch to it. Maybe I'll go with an armored corner, and then a slope. Which way is that slope rotated? No, it was fine before I fiddled with it. And then in here, it's very messy, and I feel that that's probably going to have to take getting into space to fix it. Likewise down here, like, obviously this needs to be filled in somewhat. So, and probably, you know what, probably the back. I can just do that right now. Get a slope. And then do that down here. It'll be something like this. And then dragged across here. Of course not those. And bam bam to the connector. Probably chuck some corner piece in. Yeah, and then some armor. Ooh, all the way along. I'd say at least that far. Along here, kind of torn. We'll just do that for now. And then a corner, I think. We'll use the armoured one, because why not? Alright, how's that looking? It is looking not too terrible. I think I wouldn't mind throwing some little armoured corners. Hang on a second, chaps. Right, I think what I'm going to do is probably throw some little armoured corners in, just because they look kind of cute. Not the corners, the little half slopes. There we go. No, come here. They almost look like it's how you get them clipped. Oh, what do I need? What is it complaining about? Oh, maybe I can't because the... Yeah, I think I can't because of the way they're built. Oh yeah, I can do that and it falls off. Fine. So... Other than the side looking a little weird, and the back could do with, I don't know, I guess if it needs more power I can throw engines on the back. I think it's looking okay. I don't quite know what to do about the landing legs, because I've never built this far before, so if you do know, then let me know. I think what I can do, okay, is... Like, I can put... Oh, there you go. A landing leg there. Is it at the same level as... like one here? I'm just going to assume it is for now. Because I don't have any other option. Yeah, we'll just put that in. And it's off the ground, which is fine. And some things I think are best just done in space, right? Likewise, this... I don't know. I kind of want to... No, I kind of want to fill this in a bit at least before I go to space. Oh, gosh. And 4, and then select it again and I get my nice block. At least to cover up the reactor. Okay, let's see if I can fill this in. Because once it's in space, I can get up there and I can do some... I can rebuild, I can have another go at it in 3D. Oh, those are obviously going to be slopes, I think. Yeah. And, oh, I might as well throw in slopes here now. Oh god, just rotate for me the correct way. There we go. Oh, need steel? That's probably a good time to consider picking this thing up and, well, and seeing what we can do with it. So, will it even get off the ground? I don't know. How do I save a blueprint? I'm also not sure. So, we'll just grab some of these things in case we need them. Okay, so, I'm going to hop into the other channel and see if I can find anyone else who's around. Hang on a sec, I'm going to pull up my audio. Hello Jason, are you there?
Yep.
I think I've built it, like, mostly, enough to get to space and then to finish off a few design pieces. Can you...
What?
My spaceship, my awesome unnamed vessel. What I don't know how to do though is how do I kind of disconnect it and stuff without exploding everything.
So you gotta have the engines on, so it's gonna hover.
I think they're on. I can't quite tell.
If you can see like thrust coming out of them.
Yep.
And
oh, I haven't got any. I haven't got any uranium.
Oh, so yeah, put uranium. Grab that out of the. You see a large cargo container that's over by our refineries and stuff.
Yeah.
Grab some uranium out of there. You only need about 20 or something.
The last time I tried to grab some from the connected inventories, it wouldn't move them.
You cut out there.
Last time I tried to grab some from the connected inventories, it wouldn't move it for me.
You grab it from that big large container. It's over by the refineries. You should be able to just grab it straight out of it.
Alright, let's have a look.
Where all the ingots
Oh,
are.
I
So-
see. That one. Okay. 20. Cool.
If you hold control and click it, it grabs you 10.
Yeah, I got 10. Or I got what I wanted anyway. Where are we? There's my inventory. Do I need to put any ice in the generator? I think I do.
Yeah. If you've got a generator thingy. What type of thrusters do you have?
Hydrogen and the other type, ion.
Okay. Hydrogen burns through a lot of ice.
Yeah, so I need to turn them off and on when I get up, right? But I want to
Yeah.
be able to get up first. So what do I do for that?
So as in to set it so they turn on and off.
Yeah.
So you want to first push K when you're in it and bring up all the components. Then you want to select all the engines of a certain type, and then save them as a group. So that way, when you can drag the group down to your toolbar, and you can choose turn on or off, like toggle on off.
Okay, hang on a sec. Let me just get my ice. Yeah, you are on stream, by the way.
Okay.
So people, what is the? I got the logic server guy is messaging me. Okay, cool. So he's doing his thing. So I am going to grab as much ice as I physically can. 10,000 ice. That should be plenty. I get back under my ship so I can reach my connector port and put the ice in the O2 generator. Cool. I guess that's filling up the hydrogen tank now.
Yeah, I think
I'll go back and get some more.
About 20,000 in there if I want to get to space.
Right.
At least.
Alright, let's put another bunch in. I find it weird to have the engines just rolling.
Yeah, if you got atmospheric, I haven't seen what your ship looks like, but I normally keep hydrogen turned off when I'm in like good enough atmosphere for the atmospheric engines to work.
Well, I don't
And
have
then
any
when you get up,
atmospheric.
you turn them on.
So this is just designed, the hydrogen is just designed to get it up, if that makes sense.
Oh, okay.
The hydrogen
What have you
tank,
got?
small, like, it's weird, just burned through like 5,000 ice, and I don't know what it's doing with it all.
Oh, it's probably filling your tank.
But I don't see anything listed in the hydrogen tank small.
On your tank, your hydrogen tank, it should have like lights on the side, and that kind of shows how full it is.
Okay. Alright. I shall. Because otherwise, I guess it can also take its own inventory of stuff, like its own inventory of whatever. We've got like only 500 ice left, by the way.
How much did you put in it?
A lot. How did my box
Okay.
fall off? Weird, my box fell off the base. I thought it was attached, but... So, okay, it seems to have stopped doing that, so maybe the fuel tank is full now. Oh yeah, it's full. It's got green lights on it.
It's
Cool.
cool, yeah. And then what you want to do is put another 20,000 in there, because
Yeah.
it'll burn through that tank to get into orbit.
Mm-hmm. So I need to hop in the vessel now. It's not disconnected from anything yet. Come here, vessel. Let me get in you. I am in the vehicle. I press K.
So you want to
Hydrogen.
find hydrogen thrusters and large hydrogen. So I don't know if you've got any large. So you
Yep.
want to tick them all, and then on the right you'll see group, and give it a name. So just call it hydrogen or something, and then save it.
Large hydrogen thrusters, group, hydrogen. Cool, I've now got a group called hydrogen. It's looking pretty good. What do I do now?
So then now you push G to bring up your I forget what it's called. You know, your action command menu thing to drag things into your toolbar.
Yeah.
And then on the left you'll see where it's got like what do they call it? Character, all blocks, weapons, tools. You see one called groups.
Hydrogen.
If you go there.
Toggle block on off.
Down. Yeah, toggle on off's the one you want.
Yep. Oh, I see. And I just leave the ions all the time on, I suppose.
So you've got hydrogen and iron. Is that the two thrusters you've got on there? So you've got no atmospheric?
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, so you're going to need hydrogen on all the time. And I suppose, like, iron wouldn't really hurt. Normally, the way I do it, I have atmospheric, and then I have hydrogen for once I'm above the atmosphere.
Sure.
But if you got, like that should be fine. Just leave them on and turn your... you can Mac your iron ones as well and have them so you can turn them on and off as well.
Okay.
Because once you're in space, I guess, you're
iron.
Iron aren't going to do a lot for you when you're down on low.
Iron engines, cool, group, and then the groups, iron engines, toggle blocks on off. Okay, cool. So we've done that. What do I have to do now? Oh, how do I save it as a blueprint?
Oh, so you control, so point at something that you can like open or interact with on the ship, and go Control B, and that brings out your blueprints menu, and you'll see it in the right.
Is that going to be the whole grid or just this one?
Oh, good question. Is it connected to it?
Yeah, well, yeah, it still is right now.
Maybe wait till you take off, I think.
Alright, how do I just cut the bits out that I've used to connect it?
Yeah, is it on gear or is it on like block?
It's on a gear, it's on a block on a gear.
Okay, then yeah, I'd probably just chainsaw the block or something, I'm not sure. I'm nearly down, I'm just above the base at the moment coming down.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just chainsaw it out. As long as the engines are on, so it's going to hover, and you want your hydrogen on it because the iron aren't going to be enough to keep it
right.
with this much gravity.
I don't mind if it sits on the deck, but
if you chop it and it's got nothing on it, it's just going to go bang and you might explode stuff.
Ooh, I don't want to explode stuff. Alright.
The amount of times I've forgotten to turn on my engines when I've like disengaged my gear or something, blowing stuff up, it's hilarious.
Oh, damn, that's wrong bits. I'm going to try and put a normal landing gear underneath ready to receive the... Hang on, 2, 6... you don't like being there, do you, landing gear? Maybe not with all the other junk that's there. Yeah, once that leg's cut out, it'll be able to sit on it properly, but never mind.
I'm just gonna put this here rather than dock.
Oh, there you are. Hello. I like your big ship, it is so pretty. Well, actually no, it's not pretty. It's functional.
That's alright.
My ship is pretty. I want to work out how to make a small airlock. Like if you had a really small ship, I think it's actually a bit of a pain. Like you just don't bother, or you just pressurize only when you need it, or something. I don't know.
Oh no, really small one.
Yeah, like on a 2 or 3 person ship, on a 3-person ship or something.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
It's still a little bit of a work in progress, but it physically works. So I want to test it before I log off the stream.
Huh. That's neat.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
It's heavily armed, which is the idea as well.
You've got thrusters down. Oh, okay, so there, yeah.
See? There's like an engine pod. There's like a thrust pod. An emergency... What's that?
It's thrusting quite a bit.
Yeah.
So
is that a
I'd
bad
be
sign?
interested, so jump in it and take your gear off. Like, so have you... Oh, map your gear. So you've got...
Oh, I see.
Have switch lock as a command.
Okay, so how do I do that? K or something?
G. You don't have to create a group.
Oh, G.
Oh no, you've got... If you want to add those other 2 legs in as well, I'm not sure if you do, then you have to create a group like you did before with the engines.
Oh no, I'll do that all later because I need to chop that leg off, basically.
Oh, okay, then yeah, just drag that that leg down to your command thingy, your toolbar. That's what I'm looking for, and then have it switch lock.
Landing gear. Do I? Oh, okay. So I go to K. No, G.
No, G.
G. All blocks. Oh, I see. It does actually show them. Landing gear 1, 2, 3, and toggle switch lock. Okay. So now do I give it a go?
Yep. So unlock it, and hopefully it'll stay up.
How do I get
Worst
to my
case
external
scenario,
view?
Press V, and then you can hold Alt and look around.
Ah, I see. Yeah. Whoa! Zoom in, game. Okay, so the lock is now on 3. Let's try it. 3, 2, 1.
Oh no! So it fell back on its back legs. Okay,
That's
so,
fine, but it does need to have more power. Is that what you're telling me?
What happens? So on your on the right hand side, see that little window?
Yeah.
At the top line is how much power is being used. How far up is that? Like how many reactors and stuff do you
It
have?
says 2, and the line is empty.
Oh, okay, that's cool. So it's not using a lot of power. Yeah, I guess I don't think hydrogen thrusters use a lot of power. The iron ones might do though. But okay, so you've got a couple of gears locked now.
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so I need to group the whole lot and unlock.
Yeah. Although now it's going to do a weird thing where 2 of them are going to unlock and one's going to lock. Because you've got...
I can toggle them or group them or something.
You can switch it and then go... What do? I normally turn auto lock because I don't like it. So when you select each one in the K menu, you can turn it on, off individually, or turn the switch lock on, off. But you might have to turn the one that's not locked, lock it, so that it's in sync with the others. So that way, you're they're all at the same thing.
I think I've got it. Like I just toggled it, so I'm going to groups, gear, switch lock. Okay, so now 4. There you go.
Ooh.
Whoa! What's it?
Okay, so it's heavy on that side. Turn your engines on, see what happens. And so you can see your wheels are locked again. Your gear.
There you go.
Push spacebar to go up. See how is it going up at all? What's your power doing? It's locked again. Your gears keep locking.
Why won't they unlock? Ready to. So they toggle ready to.
I think you got auto lock turned on, so whenever they're in contact with the ground, they're locking. So I turn that off.
Can I do switch lock rather than toggle? So. Oh, actually, I'm just going to change that to like unlock.
Yeah, but I think because you're on auto lock, they're just gonna, if they're on the ground for like a second, they're just gonna lock again. So you got to turn that off.
How do I do that?
So, and when you select, so go and select each one, and in the K menu, and then you'll see
Right.
down the bottom it's got auto lock. Turn that off, like uncheck it.
Alright, got it.
You have
Unlock.
to do it on all three.
I actually did it on the group and it did it, so that's good.
Oh, did it? Okay, cool.
So,
Yeah, it's not locking now. Cool. So push spacebar, see if it'll go up. You might be too heavy. You might not have enough thrust.
so
Is it doing anything?
no.
What's the power doing on the
Locked, hang
right,
on.
is it-
Unlock. The power is just sitting at 2.
Okay, so it's not using much power. It's just not going up. Okay, so you just don't have enough thrust, I think.
Damn it.
You might have to, because you're so, if you got the gravity here, you might have to put a couple of big, large atmospheric thrusters on just to get you up. Oh, I fell down a hole.
That's kind of lame. Like, it's good to be able to come down to all the planets, right?
What's that?
It's good to be able to come down to... Oh, look, I can strafe.
Yeah, you just don't have enough.
I can
up
rotate.
thrust. I think if you had 2 large atmospheric thrusters on there, just to get you off the ground, you'd be good.
Or a ramp. Because look,
Though there's no what's the word I'm looking for? Like wings and stuff don't work in this. So
probably not without mods. I bet you there's a mod that'll do it.
yeah.
That's kind of annoying. Like, I want to just go zoosh. See, look, I've got a lot of punch forward and back. But obviously, you just need to stack more going up.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be too hard to jam in some more upward rockets on this. There's quite a lot of room.
Yeah. So at the moment you've only got 3 small ones pushing you up.
Yeah.
That's nowhere near enough.
Oh, four small ones. 4 small ones pushing me up and 4 small ones pushing down. Yeah.
So it looks quite solid. So
Yeah, it's pretty solid.
this, if there's a way, can you tip it back?
Well,
Because your back one might be enough to get you up, the big one.
how do I tilt?
So if you move your mouse, like pull it up, push it up to flip the nose up.
Can't get
It might not.
my nose up enough.
Okay.
That's funny.
You've got gyro.
2 gyros. Yeah, see, look, it's like super gyro-y. Turn off those engines and lock it to the ground. Yoink. And now, what are you saying? What was the key to blueprint it, just in case?
Key to what?
Blueprint?
Oh, Control B. When you've got to have something on the ship selected, so that lets you interact.
How do I... Small grid...
Yeah, that's the name of it. If you open it and then go in the ship, you click like K and then...
Oh, I can see it all. Oh yeah, I've got like a whole frame of it and everything. How do I get rid of the... okay, I got rid of it. Okay, so when I look at it again... Control B... So I can delete that and I can... Whoops. No. I can delete that one and I can rename that one.
Yeah. If you want to rename your ship as well, so that when it shows up on like, if you got a beacon on it and stuff, you want to talk to it, and you know which ship it is, and when you've got something in there selected, you go to the info tab, and then there's on the right you can see the option to rename the name of the ship.
It's now the Bumblebee. I right-clicked, I did details or whatever it was.
Alright, cool.
I can't type in any notes, so... Rename, delete. Okay, no, that's pretty fine. Okay, I think that works. I've actually got a blueprint now if all else fails. So what I clearly need to do is to... have I got too many missile pods on here? Is that actually possible?
Where are your missile pods? Here.
Yeah, in the weapons.
I've
Nacelle.
I've never used them.
Could I afford to cut down on the number of rear motors? Like
And the number of rear what?
motors, the motors, reversing motors.
Uh,
They're all on this pod. The main pod only has the sideways motors. And see, this pod here has two massive rear... Probably is fine, right?
yeah, no, that should be fine.
It just
I
needs
think you
more
just
up.
need a lot more up thrust. I really think you're going to need atmosphere. You know what I mean?
I think we can do without atmospheric thrusters, because I want to be able to go everywhere with this, and I don't need to spend a lot of time in atmosphere. Some time in atmosphere is fine. And I also need to shape and sculpt it a bit more, so it's going to have to get a bit heavier. I've used a lot of heavy armor blocks. I might strip those out too.
Oh, okay.
Are they much heavier?
I don't know. I'd say so. But I'd say definitely your 4 thrusters aren't going to be enough to lift a heavy thing like that up.
It's hard to get any stats on the craft as well.
Yeah. How much does it weigh? Like, is it
A lot.
in it? It's
Fuel
only 0.
low.
That's not right.
What's that?
It says 0, but that's not right. 0.
Alright, I just chop the gear off so I can put my other gear on, hopefully, without it being too mental. Nice, it did fit on. Cool. Alright. Nice. Just stopping bad game. The physics engine really hates you clipping with stuff, doesn't it?
Fuel critical.
Yeah.
So there you go. Once it got a leg on the other side, at least it would hold itself up properly. So, like, okay, come on, game. Let me look at your. Does it actually take? It doesn't take physics into account with engine placement, does it?
I don't know, to be honest. I think it kind of does, but your gyros kind of balance it out, I think.
Ah, right.
Like, if you don't have any gyros, I think I'll definitely be pulling it down on the heavier side, I think. What if I could, like, jump in, like, one of these other ships, stick the legs on top of you, and then lift you, see if we can...
No, it's okay. I think I'm going to probably leave it for now. I've got plenty of space to put more up thrust on it. I'm more than happy to do that. I think that would be cool anyway. So, I mean, even if I... like... yeah, I mean, I've got lots of options, so it's just a matter of finding the... yeah, and these engines are really tiny, the little hydrogen ones, so
Yeah.
I can jam them in everywhere. It's just a matter of finding...
Get a convey to them, like use your conveyor system.
yeah, so I mean, that's obviously a thing to worry about, but not the end of the world. There's quite a lot of conveyor all the way through this. The only challenge is I want to be able to lift the bloody thing up, because it's hard to get under it right now. But once I mean, I can. That's really easy. I can slap a whole bunch of stuff on the side, and once I find the, yeah, there you go. I found a bit already. I can throw out a whole bunch of a big engine, like a massive engine on the side, lift it up slightly, hover it, and then build it. It'll be cool. I'm kind of curious. I'm going to try that now slightly.
How many reactors have you got on it?
One.
Just one, a little one or a big one?
Big one.
Big one. Okay, cool.
Is that going to be enough, you reckon?
Yeah, I think that should be fine. Wondering, like, what I've done sometimes as well, if I want to get under it and put things on it, I'll stick an atmospheric thruster on it, just to hover it so it gets in the air, and I leave them on.
And then you build
I get
up
under
to
it and stick things on it and stuff and put proper engines, I think.
yeah.
Fuel low.
Yeah, it might have to be time for an atmospheric engine. just jammed on the side to lift it up. What are you? I gotta say, the small conveyors cause me so much grief with their stupid design. Like they're so like they're so easy to screw up. All right, so atmospheric thruster.
So the atmospheric thrusters don't have to be connected to any conveyor system either.
Oh, don't they? Ah, okay.
They just use a lot of power.
Oh, are they not using fuel?
No, just power.
Ah.
No electricity. So that's why I've got on
Fuel critical.
my ships I generally go atmospheric to get you out, and then ion once you're up.
Yeah.
So the hydrogen ones burn through a lot of ice.
Oh, I'm out of fuel. Hang on. Oh, they do, but I don't know. I haven't. This design doesn't include ideas for such fancy things. Oh my god, that's a lot of motors.
Yeah.
What are you building?
The large ship one takes like nearly 1,000.
What are you constructing? Or how's the station going?
Yeah, I didn't realise these needed oxygen, so I was gonna suffocate when I went in the proper chamber.
Alright. So that's on now. Let's see what happens.
Okay.
5. Unlocked. No?
Oh, you got the front one's going to be on different commands now because it was out of sync, so you gotta...
yeah.
Because it's a new one.
Oh. How do I... Like, I'm trying...
Gears unlocked, yep. And so spacebar, is it not lifting? There you go.
Ooh. Oh, there we go. Wow. That actually works. I feel like I could go to almost go to space like that. But it would look lame. Will it? Is it actually locked it in the right position? Or is it one of them slightly lower than the others, I think?
Only one's touching the other two. So the middle one, the guns, is touching. The other two are in the air.
Alright.
So if you brought them down, they would...
Could you
cool.
maybe build some platform for me to stand it on?
Okay.
And then I'll log it out, like jammed in the air or something.
I got no... I've got some, why is it not letting me build?
Can you not attach like rotors to engines so you could just have an aerodynamic to push you up and then rotate it and push you into the air?
Maybe. It's not letting me put something on your bottom of your gears.
Ah, maybe because it's not anchored or something. Or maybe just build it down from underneath the underneath the ion engine, the big one, and I don't know, from somewhere else will be fine.
The problem is it's going, because it won't connect to the base because the base is big blocks, whereas these are small blocks. So we might have to do a little cheaty thing.
I mean, that's okay. If it has enough big long sticks poking out the bottom, I can hover around underneath it just fine. using 8 power, which is cool. Why is it fuffing at me? Stop fuffing at me, game. And then it's going to be time for bed because it's getting late. Cool, I like my legs so far. And hopefully they all line up about the same height.
I'm putting 5. Oh, they're at different heights, aren't they? Crap.
Well,
They're...
no, they shouldn't be. I think it was only those. One of those legs was like a block lower, so you know, it should end up being the same-ish.
Okay.
So the one under the middle pod is at least 1 block. Oh no, so the one at the that back one is 1 too long.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shall we see what happens?
Yep.
So I don't know, I'll just turn off the engines or...
No, it'll go crashing down. You got to tap C slightly to descend. Ooh. Cool. Yep. You can walk under that.
Yeah, how do I go about turning off that? Yeah, I suppose I can just go to the turbine or engine.
So you got to turn your atmospheric one off too.
Yeah. Atmospheric large thruster up. There we go. Off. Is that off? Yep. Hooray! Look at it. It's ready to be worked on. I can jam so many more thrusters under there. Trust me. It's going to be massively jammed up, and that will be perfectly fine. And then I can also probably make sure... These look like they should be level, don't they?
Yeah,
wonder why.
no, they are. You're just slightly on a lean, like when you were coming down.
Oh, right. So you reckon that those 3 legs are actually currently level?
Yeah, no, they are.
And so one more leg will be good.
The Q and E keys, I'm not sure if you knew that.
Yeah, yes, angle you around.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Other than that, I think this is working rather well.
Yeah. That looks cool.
No, thank you. It's a bit massive, but it has a nice industrial look to it, which I appreciate. I feel like it could be a touch bulkier on this side, so I might throw some shit on that side. Maybe even some down thrusters or something along it somewhere. And then I should be able to point up, because I think down thrusters is what I need. I've got a few like pointing up thrusters. I don't need many of those for hydrogen, but just enough to be able to get up so that I can tilt the nose, and then once I tilt the nose, then the back thruster should be able to do it, I hope.
Yeah, it should do.
Yeah.
That back one, that's a big one, it should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, I think I'm going to log out and go to bed and work on that another time.
Don't forget to put your helmet on.
Yeah, load up with the old juice, helmets on. And thank you very much to Logic Servers for hosting us, really. That's, whoops, there we go. Into the pod. I am helmeted up. And good night to everyone watching. Thank you very much for hanging around if you're still out there. It's been a long stream of lots of fiddling, but I've had fun. I hope you had fun too. See you, Jay Strong.
See ya. Can't get in.
Figure it out, man. Figure it out.
Cool.
Good night.